John Dummy made the beat and no go.
First Peter chapter 4, verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which God giveth, that God in all things may be glorified through Jesus Christ, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Israel, who am I?
An Israelite.
Shabbat Shalom, Israel. First, giving our praise to the Most High and His Son, blessed, coming to you on this blessed Sabbath day. Today's title of today's class, The Day of Simon, a Man of Counsel. Today we're going to learn about one of our forefathers, and also we're going to go into the understanding of this actually day of feast, the Day of Simon. Just one thing that we have to realize as we continue this walk in Israel, a lot of things about our inheritance we were never taught. So when you think about the what was written aforetime, was written for our learning, this is an opportunity to learn from our forefathers, to understand how we should be operating in the spirit, and even also learn from the things and the mistakes they made. So this is what we're going to go to right now, dealing with this type of spirit that Simon had and all his brother had. I want y'all to understand this is the spirit of the Most High. This is the spirit that we should be walking in to continue this journey, and we seek that salvation that we long for, desire. I'm going to show you something. Before we get started, give me 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 1 right quick. Because when you understand the spirit that Simon had on him, and understand the spirit that his brothers also had, you'll realize its requirements and its long suffering into coming back into your inheritance. This is why a lot of time our people fled from their inheritance, because they didn't want to live up to the requirements of being that chosen nation. But go ahead and read that out.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Jesus Christ, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men.
So understand the things that was heard, the oracles of the Most High God that was given to our forefathers, it addressed the same commit thou to what men?
Faithful men.
This is what we have to understand. Faithful goes into that long suffering. Faithful going into that enduring. But read on.
Who shall be able to teach others also.
Because to teach, you must be abiding in the spirit of the Most High and His Son. Read on.
Thou therefore,
okay,
endure hardness.
Do what?
Endure hardness.
So guess what? In the process of teaching, in the process of edifying our people, we have to understand we're going to have to endure hardness. Read.
As a good soldier of Jesus Christ.
As a good soldier, we know the Lord and Savior, Christ. So that being said, we must be good soldiers. We must be vigilant in this walk. But to do this, go ahead and give me Deuteronomy chapter 32, and we'll start at verse 5. Because I want to recap and to build the understanding of our forefather, Simon, pretty much the understanding that he had, and what he say, a man of counsel. We're going to get into that. But before we get there, let's build up. Go ahead and read that out.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 5. They have corrupted themselves.
They have what?
Corrupted themselves.
Understand, God chose to see the 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American. We have what?
Corrupted themselves.
Read on.
Their spot is not the spot of his children.
Pretty much the ways that we have, man, is not the ways of the Most High God. It's not the ways that he gave us to walk in. Read on.
They are a perverse and crooked generation.
Okay.
Do ye thus require the Lord, O foolish people?
Hold up. Do ye what?
Do ye thus requite the Lord?
So understand, requite goes into pretty much make appropriate return from wrongdoing. So when you read in Deuteronomy, this is addressing, do ye thus requite the Lord? Do you not consider that you're doing wrong? Do you not consider that you need to come back? You need to make an appropriate return back to the Most High God.
That's right.
By correcting yourself and walking in his ways. But read on.
O foolish people and unwise.
And unwise. He said foolish and unwise. But one thing about being foolish, if you have some type of wisdom, you can correct yourself. But he said, and unwise. And you see, this is a question that is being asked. Read.
Is not he thy father that have walked thee? Had he not made thee?
Come on now.
And established thee?
And established thee. Read on.
Remember the days of old.
So this is the process. Anytime you walking in the spirit, every time that you're trying to make some correction, you got to remember what was right. And when you look at now, you're going to Hosea 4:1 where it says there is no truth in the land. So in the process of reading that precept, you must understand. You got to do what? Read that again.
Remember the days of old.
Come on, you got to come back into your inheritance. Come back to your forefather that was actually walking with the Most High God. Remember the days of old. Remember what they were doing. Read.
Consider the years of many generations.
Come on, man, because we can't just consider this generation. This generation here don't have a pot to piss in.
That's right.
Read on.
As thy father.
As thy father. Talking about our heavenly father. Also talking about our ancestors that walked in the ways of righteousness. But when we ask the heavenly father, how do he answer? What's that? Revelation 1:3 say, blessed he that read. All people don't want to read, but read on.
And he will shew thee,
okay,
thy elders,
okay,
and they will tell thee.
And they will tell thee. Give me Job 8:8 right quick. Because this is what's going on. We got to seek this understanding. It's one thing to be rolling it downhill and continue to roll it downhill. Continue to don't want to get out of that situation. Come on, man. Let's see what Job was talking about. Because we just read in Deuteronomy, say, remember the days of old. Now dealing with Job. Let's see what he's talking about.
Job chapter 8, verse 8. For inquire.
So he said what?
Inquire.
Going into the understanding of inquire, ask questions. Pretty much seek information. Read.
I pray thee of the former age.
Of the former age. That means dealing with your ancestors, dealing with your forefathers. Of the former age. Read. And
prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Okay.
For we are but of yesterday.
So understand, prepare thyself for the search of our forefathers. We are only here for a limited time. It's up to us to understand. We got to seek this understanding. If our forefathers did right or wrong, we need to figure it out. And what they did right, we need to cling to, which we know is the commandment.
That's
what
right.
They did wrong, we needed to abolish. And learn from them. Read.
And know nothing, because our days upon earth are a shadow. Shall not they teach thee?
Understand, it says, shall not they teach thee? When you dealing with for example, when you have a son, a good father's going to guide his son in the ways of righteousness. A good father going to tell his son even the things he did wrong. So guess what? His son won't do the wrong things. So read on.
And tell thee and utter words out of their heart.
And he's going to give that son, that generation, understanding. Say, man, I did this when I was young. Don't do this.
That's right.
This is going to lead to that. That's what a father, good father, is going to do. I want to bring this to y'all attention, because when you look at this, God does not punish the innocent. But this is what I'm going to share with you, Israel. If you choose to ignore the truth, you're not innocent no more. This is what our people real. I'm going to say that again. That went over somebody's head. The Most High God did not punish the innocent. But if you choose to ignore the truth, you're not innocent no more. So, let's move forward. Give me 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 16. We're going to build up as we go into the day of Simon. What's going on, man? Our people, they got to learn, man, and got to get the understanding, man. First thing they got to realize, to get better, you got to know what's wrong. To do right, you got to realize what's wrong. Our people haven't came to that understanding yet.
That's right.
Read that right quick, God.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of God.
So now I want you to really think about that, because you read that before in the Word, in Christianity, and you just read through it. It said all scripture is given by inspiration. When you look at inspiration, inspiration going into encouragement. And when we know it's an inspiration of God, that means encouragement to do right. Because guess what? It cannot be no wrong dealing with the Heavenly Father. So when you look at all scripture is given by inspiration, encouragement of the Heavenly Father. Read.
And it's profitable.
That means it's going to benefit you. Read.
For doctrine. For reproof.
For what?
Reproof.
Okay.
For correction.
So when you look at reproof goes into the understanding, identify and blame. The first step of correction, you got to be able to identify and pretty much acknowledge your fault. You cannot be corrected if you don't acknowledge your fault.
That's right.
Read on.
For instruction.
For what?
Instruction.
There we go with that guidance. Read.
In righteousness.
Read on.
That the man of God.
That the man of God, that now we know who we are. We are the children of the light. Read on.
May be perfect.
May be what?
Perfect.
Read on.
Thoroughly furnished unto all good works.
So in the process of taking heed and clinging on to what is written, it's like that pretty much that the man may be perfect, that we may be made perfect, thoroughly and furnished unto all good works. This is what's going on, man. Now we're going to go into the day of Simon. This high and holy day that we should be rehearsing and remembering. The purpose of remembrance is pretty much to put you in understanding of what's going on. Now we're going into the book of the Apocrypha. Now the thing is, when you look at Christianity, when you look at pretty much the rudiments of this world, they always go to that precept, neither Jew nor Greek, but don't even understand the Greek captivity is in your Apocrypha, the book that was taken out of the 1611 King James Bible. So now that being said, I want to just ask a quick question, Zadok. Dealing with the Greek captivity, I'm going to ask you a question. How many captivities, major captivities we've been in?
7.
Can you name them?
Egypt captivity.
Okay.
Assyrian captivity. Babylonian. Persians and Medes.
Greek.
Roman and American.
And America. So now we realize, I would put a timeline. A Greek captivity, what's the date? You got the date on that?
332 BC.
So 332 BC was this Greek captivity that we're dealing with, and we're dealing with the brother Simon. So we're going to start out, give me 1 Maccabees chapter 2, and let's start out with verse 1.
1 Maccabees chapter 2 verse 1. In those days arose Mattathias,
Okay.
the son of John,
Uh-huh.
the son of Simeon, a priest of the sons of Joram.
So understand, Mattathias was from the tribe of Levi. He was a high priest. Read on.
From Jerusalem, and dwelt in Modin.
Uh-huh.
And he had 5 sons.
He had what?
5 sons.
So now we're going into the understanding Mattathias had 5 sons, which a lot of brothers probably already know about, Maccabees and all them, but he had 5 sons. Read.
Johnny, called Caddis. Simon, called Dasis.
Okay.
Judas, who was called Maccabeus.
Okay.
Eleazar, called Avaron. And Jonathan, whose surname was Epiphas.
Okay. Read on.
And when he saw the blasphemies that were committed in Judah.
So understand, when Mattathias was looking at this situation, when he saw the corruption, the lies that was pretty much being pressed upon his people, read on.
In Jerusalem, he said, woe is me.
He said what?
Woe is me.
Mattathias understand, man, this destruction, man. He saw the sinful thing that was going on. So he said, destruction to me, man. This is a bad situation. Read.
Right.
Wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people?
Of what?
My people.
Understand, this is a righteous brother seeing the misery of his people, man. The thing about it, to operate in the spirit, you got to have love for your nation, man. Not love just for self. You got to love your nation.
That's right.
This is what he was implementing. Read on.
And of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy.
Captivity, read.
And the sanctuary into the hand of strangers.
All the other nations, read.
Her temple is become as a man without glory.
Uh-huh.
Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity.
Understand, Greek captivity. Every time we went into captivity, Israel, they stripped us from everything. Read on.
Her infants are slain in the streets.
Okay.
Her young men with the sword of the enemy.
Come on now.
What nation had not had a part in her kingdom?
I want y'all to really examine that. You go into Psalms 83 with this one. What nation have not had a part in her what?
Kingdom.
Come on, man. Everybody played a role. We always go deal with the so-called white man, but every nation played a part in this captivity, these multiple captivities that we were in.
That's right.
And gotten of her spoils.
And they benefit from it, man. So this what's going on. Now realizing this, let's go ahead and jump over here. Give me stay in 2 Maccabees. Let's jump over to verse 49. Try to limit some of the reading. So we know pretty much Simon is a Levite. Mm-hmm. So now, verse 49, same chapter.
1 Maccabees chapter 2, verse 49. Now when the time drew near,
okay,
that Mattathias should die,
because understand, the time drew near, he was about to die. Read.
He said unto his sons, now have pride and rebuke gotten strength in the time of destruction, in the wrath of indignation.
So he's telling his son, man, in the time of hard times and trouble, y'all get ready. Get ready to do the work. Read on.
Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law.
He said in the process of everything that's going on, I need you to be very strong-minded of the law. Read on.
And give your lives.
Oh, look, what did Mattathias say?
Give your lives.
Now, your opinion.
Give your lives.
This is how our forefathers operate, man. This is what he told his son. Read on.
For the covenant of your father.
Come on, man. The agreement that the Most High God made with our forefathers. Read on.
Call to remembrance.
He said, do what?
Call to remembrance.
Our people don't want to remember nothing, man. That's the problem that we dealing with.
That's right.
We want to just live for now, but the Bible say what?
Call to remembrance.
Read on.
What acts?
What?
Acts.
He said, you need to remember how your forefathers operated. Read.
Our fathers did it in their time.
In what time?
Their time.
Come on now.
So shall ye receive great honor and everlasting name. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation?
Man, he dealing with his boys right now. He dealing with them. He's shooting them the precepts. He doesn't know. Come on now, read.
And it was imputed unto him for righteousness.
All right.
Joseph, in the time of his distress,
come on now,
kept the commandment.
He did what?
Kept the commandment.
Come on, he's speaking to him. He talking to his boys. Read.
And was made Lord of Egypt.
And he said he was made Lord of Egypt. Even though he got sold into captivity, Joseph was keeping them commandments.
That's right.
He could have been like, the Most High let me down, man. I ain't supposed to keep that commandment.
Yeah.
He kept the commandment.
Read
and
on.
was made Lord of Egypt. Read on.
Fiends our father, and being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood.
Jump down, I want you to read all that. Jump down to verse 61.
Verse 61. And thus consider ye throughout all ages, that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome.
Come on now. He's talking to his boys. Every Israelite that put their trust in the Most High God is not going to be overthrown, man. Read on.
Fear not.
Do what?
Fear not.
He said, fear not. Read.
Then the words of a sinful man.
Now, this is what I want y'all to realize. But Mattathias is talking fire right now. He telling them straight up, fear not the words of a sinful man. Some of us worrying about people that's not keeping the commandment. Oh, man, he keeps doing this to me. He keeps saying this to me. But guess what? What does the Bible say? Read.
Fear not then the words of a sinful man.
We can't fear the words of a sinful man. Come on, man.
For his glory.
For his what?
Glory.
Read on.
Shall be dung and worm.
Come on now. Come on. Read on.
Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found.
Come on. He might be on you today. He might be oppressing you today. But guess what? Tomorrow it's going to come to pay. Read on.
Because he is returned unto his dust.
Okay.
And his thought is come to nothing.
All right, now read.
Wherefore, ye my sons, be valiant.
Be what?
Valiant.
Read on.
And shew yourselves men in the behalf of the law.
Come on now.
For by it shall ye obtain glory.
Who got the precept for that? Just where we can get that at? The precept for that. Shew yourself a man. First King what?
2 and 2.
There we go. All right, read on.
And behold, I know that your brother Simon is a man of counsel.
Hold up, is a man of what?
Counsel.
Come on now.
Give ear unto him always.
He said, give ear unto Simon always. Read.
He shall be a father unto you.
Now we got to eat a little bit. He said Simon is a man of counsel. Give ear to him always. When you go into counsel, counsel just goes into, this is a man of guidance. This is a man of foundation and structure.
Let's
see let's elaborate on what he was saying about his son. Out of 5 sons, he said, y'all got to always give ear to Simon. Give me that in where I'm at here. Give me Proverbs chapter 24, and we'll start at verse 5. Because I'm gonna tell you, when things are characteristics of our forefathers, we need to expound. And how King David said, through thy precept I get understanding. So when he say he's a man of counsel, we got to figure this thing out, Israel. All strip?
No lip.
That's what we talking about. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 5. A wise man is strong.
A wise man is strong. Read.
Yea, a man of knowledge increases strength.
Now understand what the scripture saying, man. I want y'all to eat this today. A wise man is strong. Yeah, that's all good. But it says a man of knowledge increases strength. See, the thing about it, a man of knowledge, you're going to get better and better. You're going to find ways to perform, you know what I'm saying, that's going to increase that understanding. That's going to increase every aspect of your walk. Read on.
For by wise counsel.
Hold up, what does the Bible say?
By wise counsel.
So, for by wise counsel, read.
Thou shalt make thy war.
Okay.
And in a multitude of counselors, there is safety.
So, in a multitude of counselors, there is safety. We got to build up on it. Give me Proverbs 13 and 10. So, in a multitude of counselors, there is safety. Now, we're going to build up on this. Proverbs chapter 13 to verse 10. I ain't lie, Israel. As I preach up the Bible, it brings joy to my spirit because this is something we was never taught in our captivity. You read the precept and you got the freestyle about the conclusion. I wonder what that means. But it sounds right. Now we understand how to read the Bible, precept upon precept, line upon line. Read that right quick, guys.
Proverbs chapter 13, verse 10. Only by pride cometh contention.
So understand, contention is confusion, drama, stress. So it said, only by pride cometh contention. This is something Israel deal with a lot. Pride. But read on.
But with the well advised.
Hold up, read. But with the what?
Well advised.
Read.
Is wisdom.
It's wisdom. Let's build up a little more. Give me Judges 18 and 5. It said, but with the well advised is wisdom. With the well advised, we gotta get that understanding of that well advised. Let me see, can we get it going? Can I make it talk? All right. All right. Read that right quick, God.
Judges chapter 18, verse 5.
So we're still dealing with the concept of Simon, a man of counsel. Now read this.
And they said unto him, ask counsel.
Ask what?
Counsel.
Read on.
We pray thee of God.
Of who?
God.
See, this is what Simon was dealing with. Simon counsel came from the scriptures. So he said, ask counsel of God. Read.
That we may know whether our way which we go shall be prosperous.
Come on now. So just to build up that understanding, wise counsel. Understand that wise counsel is going to come from the oracles of the Most High God.
That's right.
So that's why they said always deal with Simon, because he's going to be well equipped with counsel. Now, that being said, let's jump back into Maccabees now. First Maccabees chapter 2, and we'll start at verse 66. So we understand now, out of the 5 brothers, Mattathias, knowing his son, he would let them know, y'all always need to deal with Simon. Simon is a man of counsel. Simon is always going to keep his ears and his understanding to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High God. Read, all right, verse 66 now.
First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 66. As for Judas Maccabeus, he had been mighty and strong, even from his youth up. Let him be your captain and fight the battle of the people.
Come on now. This is not a good father. He lining them up, ain't he? He already know. Okay, Simon going to be where you going to get your counsel from. He going to break it down, let you know how you need to do what you need to do. But when it go down, go get Mac, go get the hammer. Make the hammer your captain. If this not a righteous father, he know the weakness and the strengths of his sons. So he's setting them up. Yeah, go get Maccabees. Let Maccabees be your captain. Read on.
Take also unto you all those that observe the law.
Woo.
In a
Hold on, wait, don't run past that. going to fight a fight, you dealing with the, you fighting for the sanctuary. That means
That's
you
right.
fighting for righteousness. So why did he say, read that part again out?
Take also unto you all those that observe the law.
Why is that so important?
You don't want nobody out there that's insane.
Exactly. And I'm going to give you a precept to back up what you're saying. Give me, Zadok. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 14. This is exactly why, man, hey, Mattathias is laying it out for him, right? Don't just go get your homeboy that you're cool with. Don't even go get the homeboy that he might be pretty good with the hands. But guess what? He's wicked as hell.
Yeah.
So going to try to fight for the sanctuary, this is what you got to understand. This is what Mattathias was telling his boys. Read that out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 14. For the Lord thy God walketh in the midst of thy camp.
Of thy what?
Of thy camp.
Camp is just a gathering of righteous brothers, man, doing the work of the Most High God. Read.
To deliver thee.
Okay?
And to give up thine enemies before thee.
Come on now. So if you going to correct and rebuke, how you going to have wicked brothers around you? How can you have brothers? Look, if you going to raid the dope house, how you going to have dope fiends in your arm? They going to disappear while you in there. Come on, man. Read.
Therefore shall thy camp be holy, that he see no unclean thing in thee.
Come on, man. Read
and
it.
turn away from thee.
Come on now. So that's why when you precept that out, that's why Mattathias is telling them. Now read verse 6 and 7 on through now.
Take also unto you all those that observe the law,
Okay.
and avenge ye the wrong of your people.
Come on, man. You can't bring correction. You got the people that doing wrong in the group. Read on.
Recompense fully.
Do what?
Recompense fully
Read.
the heathen,
Uh-huh.
and take heed to the commandments of the law.
So that recompense going into payback. Fully the heathen and take heed to the commandments of the law. In the process of you operating, make sure you're not breaking none of these laws. Come on now. This is what we have to understand. This is what Mattathias is laying out to his boys. So now, that being said, man, that's all right. I got excited on that. All praise to the Most High. Now, give me Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 28, because in the process of Mattathias saying this, I'm going to show y'all something. They saw the hardship of their people. They saw what was going on, and this is exactly what was going on. Yeah, give me Sirach 4 and 28.
Sirach chapter 4 verse 28. Strive for the truth
Okay.
unto death,
So that's the thing. Read on.
and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Come on. Our job, man, as we endure hardship as a good soldier of the Most High, we got to strive for truth to them. That's what Mattathias was telling his boys. We got to operate in the spirit, man, that's not like no other. You cannot operate in the flesh and think you're going to accomplish the mission of being righteous and making it to the kingdom. Now, let's go into 1 Maccabees, chapter 13, and we're going to start at 1. Striving for truth to them. Sometime, man, a hangnail on his finger is going to stop him from doing the work of the Most High. Man, come on now. Read that out.
First Maccabees chapter. Now I heard that Tryphon,
Okay. Understand Tryphon, he's a pretty much Greek general.
had gathered to invade the land of Judea and destroy it, and saw that the people was in great trembling and fear. He went up to Jerusalem and gathered the people together and gave them exhortation, saying,
Now understand, Solomon saw what was going on, and then he saw his people hurting and in great fear. He motivated them. He didn't talk bad to them. He didn't call them weak. He motivated them. He encouraged them. This is what he was talking about. Read.
Ye yourselves know what great things I and my brethren and my father's house have done for the laws and the sanctuary.
Okay.
The battles also and the troubles which we have seen.
Now understand at this time, just to fast forward where we at, brothers been killed, except Jonathan. Jonathan is pretty much in captivity right now. All of them been killed. And we'll get to that, but I just want to give y'all a vision of what's going on. So this brother speaking with pain. This brother said, you know what, my family, we put it down for the sanctuary and the commandments of the Most High God. Read.
By reason whereof all my brethren are slain.
Or what?
Slain.
Read.
For Israel's sake.
Come on now.
And I am left alone.
What was Simon?
I am left alone.
Come on, man. Read.
Now therefore, be it far from me that I should spare my own life in any time of trouble. For I am no better than my brethren.
Come on now. This love right here. I'm going to show you what the Spirit, remember, this is Simon, the man of counsel. I'm going to show you how Simon was operating. Give me John, St. John chapter, matter of fact, get that for me, Lahai, you want to get that for me? St. John chapter 15 and verse 13. Trying to give Boaz a little break. He got a lot of reading to do up here.
15 and 13.
Uh-huh. Yeah, John chapter 15 and verse 13.
This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 13. Greater love had men that a man lay down his life
Hold on, said the man do
for his friends.
for his what?
For his friends.
Read on.
Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Because understand, this is what Christ was saying. This is the same spirit that Simon had on him. He was addressing when you read, what was that, verse 5. He like, man, my brothers, they died for this. Am I different than them? Am I greater than them? What? Am I better than them? No. He like, pretty much, I'm going out the same way. This is that understanding Christ is trying to give to the nation, man.
That's right.
No greater love than give your life for your friend. But guess what? Dealing with family, your family is the people that keep the commandments of the Most High God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the understanding. When you know, don't die for little Nate them. They just shot up the door now. Ain't no sit down for them. But you put your life on the line for the one that's being obedient to the will of the Father.
That's right.
So we realize this. Who got next?
We got next.
That's what we realize. That's the same spirit Simon was understanding.
Bring it out.
Man. Now read on, verse 6.
First Maccabees chapter 13, verse 6. Doubtless I will avenge my nation.
He said, man, no doubt about it, man. I'm going in. He almost, pretty much Simon was saying, I'm dead already. Say, I'm going in. It's almost like it's unrighteous if I fall back right now. There's too much blood being shed.
Yeah.
Come on, man. But our forefather had this spirit on them. We don't have it today. Some of Israel, they don't want to deal like you. But Simon made down, there's no question about it. Am I going to fight, man? Come on, man. You saw Simon's face, you like, come on, bro. It's already written. Read up.
In the sanctuary, and our wives, and our children, for all the heathen are gathered to destroy us of very malice.
Understand how he got down. He said, I will avenge my nation. He didn't take it, I'm going to give my brother. No, he said, I'm going to avenge my nation. In the sanctuary, that means the oracles of the Most High God. Then he said, and our wives, and our children. It's like, man, this dude ain't playing no game.
No, sir.
He ain't just said, man, he killed my boy Maccabees, bro. No, I'm getting them for everybody. I'm doing it for the nation. Read on.
Now as soon as the people heard these words, their spirit revived.
Woo! You know there's somebody out there, bring it out! Let's go! You know there's somebody in the back.
Oh.
Come! Get down. By time, I've been waiting on somebody to say something.
Man.
Come on, man. Read on.
And they answered with a loud voice, saying, Thou shalt be our leader instead of Judas and Jonathan thy brother.
You know somebody better like Caillou say, yeah, that's him right there. That's him. We gonna roll with him. It always the old school, they gonna be up front with
Yeah.
it. Oh, yeah. We gonna roll with it. One thing about this walk, Israel, you gotta understand, man, you cannot have a weak nature and think people is gonna follow your lead.
Exactly.
You gotta have a strong zeal towards this work, man. Because I'm going to tell you like this. Brothers that lack in doing the work, what happened to the brotherhood? That builds lack of trust. I love all my brothers in here. These brothers laboring with me. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? When they car break down, I throw the kids. They stay. Hey, they can stay in mine. Because laboring together, man, builds that brotherhood and that love and that trust.
That's right.
Read on.
Fight thou our battles, and whatsoever thou commanded us, that we will do.
Come on, man.
So then he gathered together all the men of war.
Man, he gathered, with that element of man of war, he gathered all the men that was about this business. He ain't grabbed no lukewarm brothers. He ain't grabbed no, well, you know, I gotta go check with my white brothers. He didn't grab brothers like that. Brothers like that to get you killed.
Yes, sir.
You up here fighting. Hey, let me go check on my house right quick. Nah, what did he gather? Read that part again.
So then he gathered together all the men of war.
Man, all the men that were serious about this. All the men, when he looked in their face, they were serious business. They were some true killers when it comes to doing the will of the Father. They were some true disciplinary rebukers when it comes to doing the will of the Father. Read.
And made haste,
come on now,
to finish the walls of Jerusalem. And he forfeited it round about.
Read that part again.
He fortified it round about.
Okay, that means, man, he implemented this all through the brother. Read.
Also he sent Jonathan, the son of Absalom, and with him a great power, to Job, who casted out them that were therein remained there in it.
And check it out. Read.
So Tryphon removed from Ptolemais with a great power to invade the land of Judea.
So understand, this is a Greek commander right now. He's seeing, he hearing what's going on, so he's setting up what he think he needs to do. Read.
And Jonathan was with him.
And who?
And Jonathan was with him.
Remember, Jonathan right now, this is the only brother that's left. He's pretty much in captivity up under there right now. Read.
In war. But Simon pitched his tents at Adida over against the plain. Now when Tryphon knew that Simon was risen up instead of his brother Jonathan and meant to join battle with him.
So now right now, because remember, Simon was the man of counsel. So now he looking at it, I got Jonathan right here. Now Simon, he the one acting like Maccabees now. So Tryphon looking like, God, dog. Man, we don't die, we what?
Multiply.
Multiply, man. This is having that same spirit. So right now, he's behooved. He's like, dang, man, I ain't really heard a lot about Simon going in like this. So now he's really like, dang, I killed out the wrong person. But check this out, read.
He sent messengers unto him, saying, whereas we have Jonathan thy brother in hold, it is for money that he is owing unto the king's treasure. Now, I'm gonna show you how the devil works, man. When you think about what's going on, it was never about money, but this is the plot they're trying to sell. And I'm going to show you what happened. What verse we at now? 15.
Okay.
Concerning the business
that
was committed unto him. Wherefore, now send 100 talents of silver and 2 of his sons for hostages, that when he is at liberty, he may not revoke from us, and we will let him go.
Now I'm going to show you how the devil operates, man, because right now, it's nothing new up under the sun. This is how this same wicked dude, because the Greeks right now are no different than the Romans, and the Romans today is the so-called white man. Somebody going to get upset about that, but that does say the Lord.
That's right.
So now, that being said, I'm going to show y'all something. He made it about money. He made it that he owed. That's why he had his brother, he owed money and so forth. So he pretty much gave a flea bargain to him. I'm going to show you what the Bible says about that. Give me Sirach 10 and 12 right quick. Zadok, give me John 8 and 44 right quick. Because when you realize we heated right now. You done killed my other brother, and I'm speaking like Simon thinking right now. You done killed my other brother. You got my last brother in captivity. Now you talking about it's about some money that we owe you, and you want us to give us this ransom and all this. I'm going to show you what the Bible say, how Simon was operating. Read.
Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Come on now. So he already looking at it like, bro, now you done killed, think about it, you done killed 3 of my brothers, and now you going to give me a flea bargain with the one left.
Bring it out.
Man, I'm going to tell you. Now read, now when he said that it was about money and that he owed, let's see what the Bible say about the devil, man. Read that right quick, guys.
The book of St. John, chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil.
The what?
The devil.
Come on, man, read.
And the lust of your father ye will do.
Because when he was operating like this, he's doing the lust of his father, man. Come on, read.
He was a murderer From the beginning.
From the what?
From the beginning.
Come on, man. We can go back into Cain and Abel. Yeah. He was a murderer from the beginning. Read.
And abode not in the truth.
They have no understanding of the oracles of the Most High God. Read.
Because there is no truth in him.
What does the Bible say?
Because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie.
Because guess what? This what he just did right now when he was talking to him. Read.
He speaketh of his own.
He did what?
He speaketh of his own.
Come on now.
For he is a liar and the father of it.
Come on now. You don't think Simon was understanding what was going on? When they shot that to him, he probably like, what? He owed some money. I'm gonna see. Let's see. We're gonna get back to how Simon was operating. What verse we had out?
17.
All right, check it out.
First Maccabees chapter 13, verse 17. Hereupon Simon, albeit he perceived that they spake deceitfully unto him, yet sent he the money.
Check this out. Simon was already understanding. Okay, check this out. I got one brother left. I got the brotherhood behind me. They done sent a message that it's about money. Simon, like, I already know it's not about money. But Simon said, okay, if I don't play this cool and they kill my brother, people gonna be, oh man, you should have sent the money. That's why they killed him. So this is what Simon had to do. Operate in the spirit. He already know what was going on. But this is what he did. Read that again out of 17.
Hereupon Simon, albeit he perceived that they spake deceitfully unto him,
He understand what was going on. Read.
yet sent he the money and the children.
So he went on and did it. Read.
Lest pre-adventure he should procure to himself great hatred of the people.
Because he know, man, the people going to be like, if they do kill Jonathan and you didn't send that money, it's going to be a problem. They going to be, man, you just got your brother killed. But check it out. Read.
Who might have said, because I sent him not the money and the children, therefore is Jonathan dead. So he sent them the children and the 100 talents. Howbeit, Tryphon disassembled. Neither would he let Jonathan go.
Come on now.
And after this came Tryphon to invade the land and destroy it, going round about by the way that leadeth unto Adora. But Simon and his host marched against him in every place.
Come on now.
Wheresoever he went. Now they that were in the tower sent messengers into Tryphon to the end that he should hasten his coming unto them by the wilderness.
Understand, when you being austere means standing strong on the words of the Most High God. So when he was talking all that joke and jive, Simon already had it in his mind. It's going down. He already knew. Say, man, I don't care what you might plead. And I'm going to tell you like this. You don't think Simon was telling his people the same thing? Now, I ain't gonna lie. If you are the flesh, you get emotional. Come on, man, we just get him the money and everything be good. Simon knew from the jump, ain't no such thing as good with it.
That's right.
Simon realized, like, hey, it's gonna be problems, man. Stay in the spirit. I know you tell him multiple times, stay in the spirit out. Well, he said the money, stay in the spirit out. I'm gonna show you. Read on.
And send them victuals. Wherefore Tryphon made ready all his horsemen to come that night. But there fell a very great snow, by reason whereof he came not. So he departed and came into the country of Gilead. And when he came near to Bascama, he slew Jonathan.
He did what?
Slew Jonathan.
Come on, man. Come on now. Now this is what we always say, man, you gotta stay in the spirit when you're in spiritual warfare. Because if you ever go corner, you're gonna get emotional. See, Simon was already in his mindset. He probably in his mindset, my brother already did.
That's right.
So when he was doing the money, flee, and all that signature, he was like, man, my brother already did. I'm not even worried about that. He knew how they operate. Never trust our enemy. Read on.
Who was buried there. Afterward, Tryphon returned and went into his own land. Then sent Simon and took the bones of Jonathan, his brother, and buried them in Modin, the city of his fathers. And all of Israel made great lamentation for him, and bewailed him many days. Simon also built a monument upon the sculpture of his father and his brethren, and raised it aloft to the sight, with hewn stone behind and before. Moreover, he set up 7 pyramids.
7 what?
Pyramids.
I want y'all to underline that. I'm going to come back on that read.
One against another, for his father and his mother and his 4 brethren. So understand now, I want to expound on this because this is where a lot of times our people go into that Egyptology, they go into that mindset. Simon built 7 pyramids. These pyramids were pretty much burial sites for our people. The Egyptians went into a different deity with it and started doing all that idolatry stuff. But when you think about what's going on, Simon built these pyramids. Simon is an Israelite. I'm going to show you something. Get it with the pyramids. Give me Exodus chapter 11, no, chapter 1, and give me verse 11 right quick. Because when we read it in our Greek captivity, that after they, lamentated for their brother, and he built these pretty much tombs for his father and his mother, I want to show y'all something, Israel. Y'all giving all this credit to the so-called Africans. Africans haven't built nothing. If they did all that, why they didn't redo it? Come on, man. Come on. Because the people that did it over here.
That's right.
Built in America. Now I'm going to show you. Read verse 11.
Exodus chapter 1 verse 11. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens.
Understand, some of y'all got taskmasters at your job right now. Read on.
And they built for Pharaoh.
Read.
Treasure cities.
What?
Treasure cities.
Read on.
Pithom and Ramses.
Now, jump down to verse 14.
Verse 14. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage.
Read.
And mortar.
And what?
Mortar.
Understand what mortar is. Mortar is that texture that actually people might use on ceramic tile and them. But it's that texture that actually connect the stones to each other. So when you think about what was going on, we was making
in brick, and in all manner of service in the field.
All manner of service. When you look at the pyramid, you got to know geometry to get a 2-ton stone on top of a 3-ton stone. Come on, man. They didn't have no construction trucks and all that. You had to know mathematics. You had to know angles and distance. How to put the rope around. Degree angle, drop 95 degrees down to the. Come on, man. You have to know this.
Yeah.
This is what we was. Finish that out.
The service wherein they made them serve was with rigor.
With rigor, man. So now, I couldn't run past that. He made pyramids. Because, come on, man, no African was building pyramids. They was the taskmaster, watching us pretty much put the work in, do the work. Now, let's get back to where we was at. Start at verse 29 out.
First Maccabees chapter 13, verse 29. And in these he made cunning devices.
Just what we were just talking about, read.
About the which he set great pillars. And upon the pillars he made all their armor for a perpetual memory. And by the armor ships carved, that they might be all that sail on the sea. This is the sculpture which he made and molded, and it standeth yet unto this day. Now Tryphon,
because guess what? When you look at these pyramids, they still over there.
Solid.
Come on, man. Read out.
Now Tryphon dealt deceitfully with the young.
Understand, this is the Antiochus, the first Antiochus. This is like his great-great-grandson. Read.
And slew him.
Killed him too. Remember, Antiochus was a so-called pretty much Roman, but Antiochus loved the custom of the Greekish fashion. So that's why I say the Roman and the Greek, they the same people. They merged together, man.
That's right.
And he reigned and crowned himself king of Asia, and brought a great calamity upon the land. Then Simon built up the strongholds in Judea and fenced them about with high towers and great walls and gates and bars, and laid up victuals therein. Moreover, Simon chose men.
Hold up, Simon did what?
Chose men.
Read.
And sent to King Demetrius to the end he should give the land an immunity, because all that Tryphon did was to spoil. Unto whom King Demetrius answered and wrote after this manner. King Demetrius unto Simon the high priest, and friend of kings, as also unto the elders and nation of the Jews. Send it greeting, the golden crown, and the scarlet robe, which he sent unto us, we have received. And we are ready to make a steadfast peace with you.
Understand, keep the peace. He ain't want no part for you. So he was trying to make an agreement with him, read.
Yea, and to write unto our officers to confirm the immunities which we have granted. And whatsoever covenants we have made with you shall stand. And the strongholds which ye have builded shall be your own. As for any oversight or fault committed unto this day, we forgive it.
Come on now.
And the crown tax also, which ye owe us.
See, this I'm going to show you how crafty this king dealing with. Now, bro, y'all had us in servitude. We were slaves over there. Now it's almost like this. Whatever, we're going to go ahead and call it peace, and whatever y'all owe us, we're going to forget about it. Come on, bro, we was slaves. What you mean we owe y'all something? This is how the devil work, man. Even when he's trying to deal with you, he's still being crafty on what he's saying. You know, man, y'all kind of owe us still. Come on, man, what we owe after 400, 500 years of slavery? Come on, man. I'm just speaking in general about these captivities that we be in. They still feel like we owe them. That's the spirit they have. Read on.
And if there were any other tribute paid in Jerusalem, it shall no more be paid. And look, who are meet among you to be in our court, let them be enrolled, and let there be peace betwixt us. Thus the yoke of was taken away from Israel in the 170th year. Israel began to write in their instruments and contracts in the first year of Simon, the high priest, the governor and leader of the Jews. In those days, Simon camped against Gaza and besieged it round about. He made also an engine of war.
I'm going to show y'all. You ever watch Lord of the Rings? The engine of war back then was a powerful situation because it was like you might have 5 chariots on each side. And the engine of war, they usually find a big oak tree. And the oak tree, they hollowed it out. And what they did, when they came into different kingdoms, they rammed into the door. And what happened, the hollow part of the tree, it was soldiers in there. So once they rammed into the door with that big boulder, they jumped out the tree. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about it. Your big tower get knocked down, and you got 100 millions coming out, gunning. You know what I'm saying? So this was what they called back then an engine of war. Read on.
And set it by the city, and battered a certain tower, and took it.
Come on now.
And they that were in the engine leaped into the city.
They did what?
Leaped into the city.
Say, when you looking out that tower, you see that engine of war coming. Say, they ain't parking it there just to be hanging out. Ain't no barbecue going on around there. You see that? Get the tower, grab them in. Hey, you better, it's going down. Read on.
Whereupon there was a great uproar in the city, and so much as the people of the city rent their clothes, and climbed upon the walls with their wives and children, and cried with a loud voice, beseeching Simon to grant them peace.
Say, when they rent their clothes, that was an element of surrendering. Whatever glory they had on, they was coming up out of it. Say, hey, man, do the kick dope on us, man. Hey, we don't want no trouble. Read on.
And they said, deal not with us according to our wickedness.
Notice the other nation, they say, man, don't deal with us. We know we wicked. Don't deal to us according to our wickedness. Read.
But according to thy mercy.
Come on, man. Forgive us, man. Read.
So Simon was appeased toward them, and fought no more against them. But put them out of the city.
Now check this out. He didn't kill them, but he put them out of the city. I'm going to show you what else happened. Read.
And cleansed the houses wherein the idols were. And so entered into it with songs and thanksgiving. Yea, he put all uncleanness out of it.
All unclean, all that idol stuff, anything that was contrary to the truth, he disposed of all that. Read.
And placed such men there as will keep the law. And made it stronger than it was before.
And you see what he said? He put such men there that were going to keep the law. He ain't put wishy-washy brothers around to do the work. Read.
And built therein a dwelling place for himself. They also of the tower in Jerusalem were kept so straight that they could neither come forward nor go into the country, nor buy nor sell.
Come on. So in the process how he was operating, he didn't kill them off, but he had strict rules on them. You ain't supposed to come over here and begouge my people. You're not supposed to come over here and overcharge my people. You dealing with us, you're not supposed to operate like that. Read.
Wherefore, they were in great distress.
They were stressed out about this, man. God, dog, you actually want me to sell this for the right price. Golly. You know, they say used to that. Oh, you want me to actually sell it to you for what I paid for it. Dang. Why they do that? Read on.
For want of victuals, and a great number of them perished through famine.
Through famine, they couldn't survive. They couldn't survive like that. Think about it, Israel. The other nation thrived off our stupidity. You got to think about it. When they lifted up this Corona song, who was decked out 30, 40 deep in the beauty supply stores? Was it the so-called white lady? Was it the Chinese lady? It was the so-called Negroes, man. Come on, man.
Talk about it.
I'm talking about line all the way to the parking lot. Come on, man. Sad situation, but true.
Sad.
Read on.
Then cried they to Simon, beseeching him to be at one with them, which thing he granted them. And when he had put them out from thence, he cleansed the tower from pollution.
Man, he got rid of all that garbage, man. I can see it right now. All that hair and all that, man, kill all that. Come on, sister. Y'all been Corona for like a month or two now. Rock your natural hair. You know, Simon, he was there, he killed all that, man. We can get all this out of here, man.
Nah, for real.
Read on.
And entered into the 23rd day of the second month.
This is what we celebrate. I think we just, the day was Thursday, right? Which we'll be celebrating today. But this is what we talking about. Read.
In the 171st year, with thanksgiving and branches of palm trees, and with harps and cymbals, with vows and hymns and psalms, because there was destroyed a great enemy out of Israel.
Come on now.
He ordained also that that day should be kept every year with gladness.
Hold up. Every what?
Year with gladness.
So this is one of our ceremonial laws that we're supposed to be keeping, one of our high holy days. Read.
Moreover, the heel of the temple that was by the tower he made stronger.
Come on now.
Than it was. And there he dwelt himself with his company. And when Simon saw that John his son...
So hold on. So when Simon saw John his son, read.
Was a valiant man.
Man, he checked it out, looked at his boy like, man, the boy been riding with Pops. He ain't go home with mama. He ain't try to check out and say he had to go check on his wife. He said, man, my boy been riding with me. Read.
He made him captain.
He made him what?
Captain.
Read.
Of all the hosts. And he dwelt in Gazara.
Come on, man. You know what he made a captain. He said, I'm going to give you the love that your big uncle had. Old Maccabees. Now I'm going to show y'all something as we come to a close. The spirit of Simon got to dwell in us today, man. Because the spirit of Simon is the law, statute, commandments. A man of counsel. When you look at what's going on today, give me 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. They physically fought. Right now, Israel, we are spiritually fighting. We in spiritual warfare. And this is the problem. When we look at the spirit now, a lot of people go, oh man, they fought back then. Guess what? The Most High don't require us to physically fight right now. We got to fight spiritually. But our people refuse to do that.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
I'm going to show you. Read that right quick, God.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
So understand the weapons of our warfare now I'm bringing it to an up-to-date term now, is not carnal. That means it's not of the flesh. We're not in the position to physically fight like they did back then. But read on.
But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
Understand when you read that in John, when it say God is a spirit. You know what I'm saying? They that worship him must worship him in what?
Spirit.
And in truth. So the thing about it, to worship the Most High God is spirit and in truth. That means you got to be following the oracles of the Most High God.
That's right.
Because we know God's words are spirit. So read on.
casting down imagination.
Casting down imagination, read.
And every high thing.
And every what?
High thing.
Christianity.
High thing.
Islam.
High thing.
Non-denomination.
High thing.
Read.
That exalted itself against the knowledge of God.
Come on, man. This is what we out here doing. We in a spiritual battle. We about to go to war right now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We about to go out there and try to wake our people up to the truth. Read.
And bring into captivity.
And bring into captivity. Read.
Every thought to be the obedience of Christ.
Come on, man. So that's what's going on. We got to bring into captivity every thought. Read verse 6.
And having in a readiness to revenge.
Hold up. And having what?
In a readiness to revenge.
Read.
All disobedience.
Uh-huh.
When your obedience is fulfilled.
Come on now. This is what we got to be doing. We got to be ready to defend the truth. Yeah. We got to be ready to take pretty much what we read in 2 Timothy. Endure hardship of a good soldier.
That's right.
This is what it's about.
Right.
When we go out there and teach, we know some of these people don't want to let go of Christianity. We know some of these people don't want to let go of all the strongholds that's holding them back. But I'm going to show you something. Give me Titus 2 and 7 right quick. Because this is what we have to realize. We got brothers, we got people that refuse to fight. You don't want to fight for nothing. But you want everything.
Talk about it.
That don't make sense, Israel. You don't want to fight for nothing. Read that out.
Titus chapter 2 verse 7.
Ooh, I look it up the right way. In the spirit.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6 and verse 12. Fight the good fight of faith.
Ooh, man, read that again.
Fight the good fight of faith.
Come on now. See, the thing is, the Bible's addressing, we got to fight the good fight of faith. We already know what is good, these laws, statutes, commandments. So it's addressing, fight the good fight of faith. Read.
Lay hold on eternal life.
Ooh, do what?
Lay hold on eternal life.
Come on now.
Whereunto thou art also called, and have professed a good profession.
Hold up. It said, and by doing this, this going to help you profess a good what?
A good profession before many witnesses.
Before many witnesses, man. This is what we have to be doing. Going into what he was, what is addressed through the scripture. Fight a good fight. The Most High God is addressed. You're going to have to fight. Some of y'all choose not to fight, man. Some of y'all choose to sit back. You know this truth, but you don't want to operate in this truth. You don't want to be a soldier of this truth. I'm going to share something with y'all, Israel. Ain't no fans going to make it to the kingdom.
Bring it out.
You cannot be a fan club and make it to the kingdom.
That's right.
Come on, man. When we come together as brothers, we do this work. We don't do it for man. We do it for the Most High. So, that being said, now, give me where we at in Titus.
Titus chapter 2 verse 7. In all things showing thyself a pattern of good works.
So in the process of doing this, you can't be up and down. You can't be lukewarm. You got to show a pattern of good works. Read.
And doctrine.
And what?
Doctrine.
Man, come on. Some people change doctrine like they change shirts. It depends what day of the week it is and what doctrine they on, man. Come on.
Showing incorruptness.
Hold on. It says showing what?
Incorruptness.
That incorruptible, you got to show pretty much non-tainted. You can't sway from this understanding of the truth.
Right.
So non-interrupted. Read.
Gravity.
Gravity. What?
Sincerity.
So when you're dealing with gravity, that goes into, you got to be serious about this work. A man might be known by his company. And obsessive laughter show where your mind is. Something, well, I think my brother over always say, what you say all the time, Kayi? You don't play what?
All the time.
Already. He said, I don't play all the time. This is what Israel got to understand, man. We got to have some type of importance and seriousness about getting out of captivity. But read on, what was the other part?
Sound speech.
Hold on. Gravity and what? Sincerity. Sincerity goes into that being honest with yourself. Being genuine in this walk. Sincerity. As you operate and fight, understand some of these people just as lost as you was 2 years ago. So when you be firm and you fight, you got to be sincere and understand. Say, man, I was lost in the sauce too. So I can't just go in too hard because I got to give this brother time. It might not be his time. I can't do nothing to damage. Because Deuteronomy 28:6, they got me. The first day I heard it might take him 2 weeks. It might take him 2 months. It might take him 2 years. But what did it say? Paul planted the seed, Apollo water, and the Most High gave what? He gave the increase. So that being said, give me Exodus chapter 18 and verse 25. Because I want to show y'all something. As we continue to walk in the Spirit, I'm going to show you what is very hard to deal with. But through the Spirit of the Most High, we continue to get understanding. The worst thing you can do is try to make a man a soldier that don't want to be a soldier, man. I know a lot of time in Israel, brother, get caught up on titles and everything. I tell you, brother, you can call me Cap, you can call me Nah, you can just call me Big Bro. It don't matter, man, because I'm about my Father's business.
That's right.
I'm not caught up on that. But I'm going to show you, in the process of walking in the Spirit and understanding what needs to be done, Exodus chapter 18 and verse 25. Read that up.
Exodus chapter 18, verse 25. And Moses chose able men.
Hold up. Now we got to deal with what was going on, because Moses was setting up order right now. So when Moses was setting up order, I want to bring this to y'all enlightenment and understanding. Read that again.
And Moses chose able men.
Able men, that means when Moses chose men to actually help him, these men was already doing the work. These men was already showing a pattern of good work.
That's
these
right.
men, you didn't have to call and beg them. Hey, you gonna come to class, you gonna come to camp, hey, you gonna do this, you gonna do that. No, man, Moses didn't operate that. What did Moses choose?
Able men.
And guess what? Did not Simon choose that? Did not Badias tell Simon, hey, choose men that's abiding in the law?
That's
Come on,
right.
man. Come on. Did Simon not say choose brothers that was about war? That
right.
means they were serious about this.
That's right.
They didn't play no game.
Bring it out.
It wasn't no cool conversation when it comes to doing the work of the Most High.
That's right.
Hey, bro, you gonna make, man, I don't know, man, you know, my cousin and nephew, man, they, shalom, man.
I got it wrong.
Ain't nothing else to be seen. I already know where your spirit going at, man. You already, shalom, bro.
Talk about it,
Come
Cap.
on now. Now read that part again, up.
And Moses chose able men
Uh-huh.
out of all Israel.
Come on, man, that was already had that zeal.
Yeah.
When he was watching, he was looking at brother just like him. Say that brother, that man, shit, he heard before I heard. Hey, if I don't call him, brother, this brother calling me. Hey,
That's
hey,
right.
Hey, what's the mission? What's going on?
That's right.
Hey, you get on the phone like this brother, man. Like this brother on point. All praise, read.
And made them heads over the people.
Come on, man.
Rulers of 1,000, rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s, and rulers of 10.
Uh-huh.
And they judged the people.
And they did what?
Judged the people
Read on.
in all seasons. The hard causes they brought unto Moses.
Uh-huh.
But every small matter they judged themselves.
Come on, man. Come on, man. These brothers was doing the work already. They had that zeal already. So when he made that selection, it wasn't about, man, that's my partner, when he married to my sister. No, these was men that was actually had that spirit and that zeal on them.
That's
I'm
right.
going to show you. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 58. All praise to the Most High, man. This is what was going on. You know, I always used to say that my favorite precept, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't ran into a bad precept. So as you grow, as you continue to grow, but I ain't gonna lie, I do have some favorites, but man, they all over my favorite now. Shoot. You know, King David say, oh, how I love thy law. I'll praise it. Read that right quick, huh?
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast.
He said, be ye steadfast. That means be solid. Read.
Unmovable.
On what? I
Unmovable.
don't know, man. You know, I might have to do something tomorrow.
Bring it out.
On what?
Unmovable.
Come on now.
Always abounding in the work of the Lord.
Always abounding in the works of the Lord. Read.
For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
Come on, man. Why is this in this Bible? Because he understand, man, some people gonna fall faint, man. Some people gonna get weary, but you gotta understand, we in captivity. We always say, who got next?
We got next.
You gotta act like that. You gotta operate in that spirit. But if you don't know you're a slave, that's or you accept being a slave, that's a big issue. Now, that being said, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you the spirit that Nehemiah had. Give me Nehemiah chapter 4 and verse 13 right quick. Nehemiah chapter 4 and verse 13. And I'm just showing you just the zeal that we have to have as a people, man. First, we got to realize who we are. Come back to our inheritance, and we got to fight. It's a spiritual fight. What is the fight is about? Obedience, man. We just tell our brothers and sisters, be obedient to the Most High God. That's what it's about. Read that. Nehemiah chapter 4 verse 13.
Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 13. Therefore, set I in the lower places behind the wall, and on the higher places I even set the people after their families with their swords, their spears, and their bows.
Man, Nehemiah was setting up. He was getting ready. Read on.
And I looked and rose up and said unto the nobles and to the rulers and to the rest of the people, be not ye afraid of them.
So understand, when they were going through adversity when dealing with Nehemiah, they're dealing with the Babylonian issue that they just came out of, he was telling them, be not afraid of them. Read.
Remember the Lord.
Do what?
Remember the Lord.
Read.
Which is great and terrible. And fight for your brethren.
And do what?
Fight for your brethren.
Come on, man.
Your sons and your daughters and your wives and your houses.
Come on now. Look, and all we doing is showing over and over the spirit that these prophets had, man. It's nothing new up under the sun. But guess what? Give me Numbers chapter 32. And we're going to start at verse 1. Because as we show the honor of our forefathers and the righteousness of our forefathers, we got to show everybody didn't operate in that same spirit. But we got to learn from them as well. Numbers chapter 32. And just start at verse 1. Because I'm going to show you, this is where Israel was getting their land and so forth. I'm going to show you what was happening at this time set.
Numbers chapter 32 verse 1. Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of cattle. And when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that, behold, the place was a place for cattle.
So they realized it was a nice location. Read.
The children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spake unto Moses.
They came and just let me holler at you, Moses. Need to talk to you right quick. I like this. What you say, Kylie? I like this right here. Read up.
And to Eleazar the priest, and unto the princes and the congregation, saying, Uthrock and Dibon and Jazer and Nimrah and Heshbon and Eliah and Shebam and Nebo and Beon. Even the country which the Lord spoke before the congregation of Israel.
Understand, when we was getting all the land, man, we was going to war. The Most High God was giving us the increase as we conquer the people and move forward. So this is what was going on. Read.
Is a land for cattle, and thy servants have cattle.
Okay.
Wherefore, said they, if we have found grace in thy sight.
Now understand, we dealing with Reuben and Gad. They talking to Moses right now. He said, you know, pretty much we like what we see right here. But we have grace in your sight. Read.
Let this land be given unto thy servants for a possession. And bring us not over Jordan.
Now this is what's going on, because remember they got some land they had to go past Jordan to get to. So pretty much Reuben and Gad is addressing and say, man, we kind of like it right here. Can we just hold this down? And you know, we're gonna fall back. We ain't gonna go over Jordan. Let's see what Moses say.
And Moses said unto the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben.
So he's speaking to both of these tribes. Read.
Shall your brethren go to war, and shall ye sit here?
Come on, man. Moses had to check them. Moses said, hold up, player. You done got your land.
Y'all.
Now we still got to get these brothers' land, and y'all want to fall back. And you read it again, Bo.
Shall your brethren go to war, and shall ye sit here?
And you see the question mark, Israel?
Yeah.
This is what I want y'all to understand. Everybody don't have that same zeal. But we got to learn the good and the bad from our forefathers. They got their land. They was almost like, we good now.
Yeah,
we still got to go with y'all? Come on, man. This is not the spirit to have. Give me 1 John chapter 3 and verse 18, man. We're going to close out, man. All praise to the Most High. The day of Simon, man, a man of counsel. A man that understood the mission and never strayed away from the words of the Most High God.
That's right.
Read that right quick, God.
1 John chapter 3 verse 18.
This is what we all got to implement day in and day out if we're going to grow as a nation. Read.
My little children, let us not love in word.
So we should not be loving in word. Hey, man, I got your back, but I'm never there. Hey, man, I'm going to ride with you, but not today. Come on, man. And you said next week I'd have been there, though, for real. Read on.
Neither in tongue, but in deed.
But in what?
Deed.
Read.
And in truth.
So in deed and in truth is how we're going to rebuild this nation. Is how we're going to pretty much get out this captivity, Israel. And on that day, happy day of Simon. And on that, we're going to say, Shalom.
Shalom.
Oh boy. Yeah, words could never say. I love this truth. I can't believe we the chosen. We gon' make it. Just hold on. Yeah, this little light, I'ma let it shine. Alright, this is the moment I waited for my whole life. Yeah, just a vessel for His glory, let it shine. Alright, Father, shine your light on me. Yeah, let it shine. Thankful for this life, cause it was never mine.